Welcome to Global Accessibility Awareness Days. We are going to learn more about assistive technology. What is assistive technology? Assistive technology is an item, piece of equipment, software program, or product system that is used to increase, maintain, or improve the functional capabilities of persons with disabilities. Some examples of assistive technology can be low-tech, such as communication boards made of cardboard or fuzzy felt. It can also be high-tech, such as special purpose computers. It can be hardware, such as prosthetics, mounting systems, and positioning devices. Assistive technology can also be computer hardware, such as special switches, keyboards, and pointing devices. It can also be computer software, such as screen readers and communication programs. Assistive technology can be inclusive of specialized learning materials and curriculum aids. Assistive technology can also be much more. They include electronic devices, wheelchairs, walkers, braces, educational software, power lifts, pencil holders, eye gaze and head trackers, and much more. Assistive technology helps people who have difficulty speaking, typing, writing, remembering, pointing, seeing, hearing, learning, walking, and many other things. Assistive technology will vary depending on individual needs. Now we will watch a video demonstration on Otter AI. Otter AI provides automated meeting notes with audio recording, transcribed text, and has the ability to highlight the summary of notes. The software will type out your meeting notes in real time. We will watch a demonstration of Natural Reader. There is a free version. There's also a version that you can purchase. But Natural Reader is a text-to-speech online app with natural voices. It's able to convert text to audio and MP3 for personal and commercial use.
Hey Tiger teachers and students, I'm coming to you today to talk to you about some changes that we have made in the district with some of our accessibility tools. So in the past, we have purchased Read and Write, the little purple puzzle piece in your Chrome extension for our students to use to read tests, to read PDFs, to read Google Docs, to read web pages, but this tool has gotten pretty expensive through the years, and we're now able to use Eduphoria to do our unit assessments. They have a new text-to-speech feature, so we are using that for assessments. And so for our day-to-day use of reading web pages or PDFs or Google Docs, we are switching to a free Chrome extension called Natural Reader. Now I'm going to show you how to use that tool. This is the Natural Reader webpage. So I'm going to use this webpage as my example throughout this tutorial. So in your Omnibar up here at the top, you will see the N. That is the Natural Reader Chrome extension. If you do not see it immediately, click this little puzzle piece here and it will give you access to pin that extension up at the top or unpin if it's not something that you want to see all the time. But if you use it, I recommend you pin it. So anytime you want to use the functionality of the text-to-speech, click this in and this little bar will pop up here for you. You also have the option of popping it out and to where the bar will be here at the bottom of the screen instead. So I'm going to go ahead and bring it back up here to the top. So at any time, I can just press play.
Text-to-speech for Chrome. Listen to web pages in Google Docs. Sit back.
And it will read for you, okay? So that is how it works for web pages. Now, if I need to switch to a Google Doc, I will do the same thing. I'm in a Google Doc. I'm going to click the N, and then I can come up here and just press play.
I'm testing Natural Reader's ability to read a Google Doc.
Now, some voices can get a little annoying, so if at any time you want to switch the voice, you can click this cogwheel right here, and you have all of these voices to choose from. So it was on US Sharon. Actually, I'm in a premium tab. We are not paying for premium. We're going to get the free version. Well, that wasn't there earlier. I know Heather is free.
I can read web pages or documents for you.
That doesn't sound like me. Okay, so now I have Heather chosen, and I'm going to go back and I'm going to play that again.
I am testing Natural Reader's ability to read a Google Doc.
Okay, she's not much better. But you have the ability to change your reader. You have the ability to change, go up here. You have the ability to change the voice speed. So if you want to speed the voice up, which is probably not recommended, probably slowing down would be better, you can preview that.
I can read web pages or documents for you.
Okay, that's a little bit slower if that is what you need to be successful. You can also do a closed caption if you want it to, well, it's already highlighting for you, so I don't know why you would really need a CC panel, but it's there for you. I guess in this reading bar, it'll show you a CC panel if you want it to be there, or don't show the CC panel. If you want it to do the sentence and the word, sentence only, word only. So what it does is it highlights the entire sentence and then it switches to the word. So the whole sentence is highlighted and then it does each word for you. So if you want to change that there, you can do it here, and what it looks like. If you struggle with dyslexia, it can also switch and do a dyslexia font for you. So if the text that you are reading is one that you struggle with reading, this is Arial, you can pop out the panel here, and then at the bottom it will play it for you in a dyslexia font.
And testing Natural Reader's ability.
So see how the font is a little heavier on the bottom? That research shows that that helps the text stay on the page better for you. So that might be something that would help you if you struggle with dyslexia. I'll pop this back up here. And the cogwheel again. Auto scroll, click to read, hotkeys, and then if you highlight a section, this is pretty cool. If it's 60 characters or longer, it will give you a headphone on the screen. So I'm going to go here to the page. This is 60 or longer, so I'm going to highlight it. And when I do that, see this little headphone shows it for me? That is Natural Reader. So I can just click the headphone and it will start reading.
Retrieve only relevant text from web pages.
Okay, so it will do a web page, which we have here. It will do a Google Doc. It will do email. It will also read a PDF for you. So if you click this plus sign here, you can pull in a PDF. and then you can play it.
And testing natural reader's ability to read a PDF.
Okay. If you want to change the speed or the voice, that is where you will do it here within this pane. So it's just a little bit different for you. So other than that, it will highlight and magnify. We are not paying for a convert to MP3 at this time, but the dyslexia font is included. It will read emails, natural voices, Google Docs. So that is just a little bit about it. Hopefully I've given you enough information where you can click the in and get busy and use the tool wherever you are. So please let me know if you have any questions.
This next video is from the University of Washington's DO-IT program. DO-IT stands for Disabilities, Opportunities, Internetworking, and Technology. In this video, students with learning disabilities talk about the assistive technology they use in educational settings. Students share information about technology for writing assignments, organizing material, specialized software, and more.
My name is Vincent Martin, and I'm currently a PhD student at Georgia Tech in human-centered computing. Assistive technology is really wide and varied, but it's also everywhere. It's now ubiquitous. It's sitting right in front of you and you don't know it. 95% of us in America now that are adults have a smartphone or a tablet. Every last one of those smartphones and tablets have assistive technology built into them. As it is with people with all types of disabilities, people with the same disability also access information differently. For example, I'm totally blind, and I primarily utilize my computers, and I say that because I have 5 or 6 different computers with different operating systems, and I utilize them different ways. I access a lot using a variety of screen reading programs with hardware and software-based synthesizers. Other people with different disabilities may utilize their various types of assistive technology differently.
Our technology for equal access. Sensory impairments.
I'm Eric, and I have a visual impairment called Stargardt's, and it's a macular degeneration which affects the center of my vision, so it makes it really hard to read fine print and see details. So I use the sides of my eyes to see more in the periphery.
Zoom text enabled.
The main piece of assistive technology that I use on the computer is Zoom Text, which is a screen magnifier that allows me to make everything on the computer screen as big or as small as I need it, depending upon what I'm reading. There's also a built-in screen reader on Zoom Text, which I can also use to help read documents because my eyes get tired really easily. I use a closed caption TV monitor that I have on my desk that allows me to see the board and what is being projected on the board by the teacher.
Hi, I'm Mike. My disability is that I am visually impaired. I can see things up close, but further away it gets blurry. I use a whole bunch of different technologies in my daily life. My smartphone works brilliantly for what I need it to. It has a whole bunch of different apps on it that will help me in my day-to-day life. I have Voice Stream Reader, which is an input app, so you can switch over different types of media, and it will allow it to be read aloud to me.
Lyceum, Tuesday, July 19th, 2000, 16:50 p.m.
And that's what the sign says. Scanning is very important for somebody with a visual impairment because there are a lot of printed materials in the world in general that are very not visually impaired friendly or not blind friendly.
Hi, my name is Jesse, and I'm a fourth-year student at the University of Washington, majoring in informatics with a minor in diversity, and I get to find myself as deaf, So the assistive technology I use on the cooking implant, which is my own personal device I need to hear. I also use an FM system which I give it to my professor so that I can hear the professor more directly through my cochlear implant. It's like a microphone. And the last accommodation I use almost every day is called GAAD, which stands for Communication Access Real Time. And so what it is a captioning device, like real-time captioning, that I can read the transcript on the screen while the professor is talking in real time.
Mobility impairments.
Hello, my name is Cameron, and I have a disability called cerebral palsy. It affects me because my legs aren't able to work as well as others, and it's not as efficient. In the course of my day as a student, I use technology such as Dragon, and Dragon is basically a speech input system that will write for me as I speak into it, and that helps me become more efficient. This is an example of how I use Dragon. REM sleep is when the body goes through multiple stages. REM sleep has 4 stages.
Hello, my name is Blake. I graduated from the University of Washington, Tacoma with a Bachelor of Arts in Urban Studies. I have cerebral palsy, which means I cannot take notes very quickly. For me, quality education includes access to instructors' presentations, notes, or outlines of the lectures so that I have high-quality notes from class lectures and discussions. In college, I used this Dynavox to communicate with my peers and professors. I used word predictive software called CodeWriter to speed up my typing on assignments and papers. CodeWriter predicts words in a window as one is typing.
My name is Teresa. I'm a high school student, and after high school I plan on attending college and majoring in psychology, and I was born without arms. I use a Bluetooth keyboard and a Bluetooth mouse so that I have full accessibility and I'm able to write down notes and catch everything that I need to catch in a more efficient way. Without my arms, I have the keyboard and the mouse on the floor, and then the monitor is just sitting on my table in my classroom. When I'm typing notes, I can usually type pretty fast just because of adrenaline, but I'm not as fast as someone with arms.
My name is John. I have cerebral palsy. I use a computer that is breathing through my eyes, so wherever I look at, it will type before I will have to tell somebody what to write down. And now I can do it all.
Hi, my name is Caleb, and I am a sophomore here at the University of Washington, where I am double majoring in Law, Society, and Justice and Disability Studies, and I want to take that and eventually become a disability rights lawyer. And I was born a congenital amputee, missing 3 of my limbs. I use a Surface Pro 3 as one of my assistive technologies. Most people wouldn't necessarily see that as an assistive technology since it's something that many people in classes have. But for me, it is an assistive technology because it's lightweight enough that I can lift it myself, which is very nice. and it has a keyboard that is smaller, which is also something that's nice for me since I do all my typing with a single hand rather than having two hands.
Learning disabilities.
Hello, I'm Matthew. I have ADD, I have mild ASD, and I've been diagnosed with mild Asperger's. I use Co-Writer. It's a word prediction program. There's 6 words you can choose from by hitting the number key. That's the word you select out. I would use it mostly in my classes for like very important papers where I definitely would need to get the grammar correctly, or the words correctly as well, depending, because I struggle with spelling at times.
I am Jada. My disability is ADD and dyslexia. So with ADD, I have a hard time sitting still for a long period of time. I use a document scanner. The scanner helps me by actually reading the content that is on a book instead of having read it by yourself. So with this scanner, you set it up and then you launch the program that is in the computer. Then you can highlight or have it read to you. Even though like I'll study them and study and then study, I tend to forget. This will help me by making it easier so that I can have the digital copy of it on the computer and have it read to me, and then I can start writing notes along with it as it's like reading it to me. Just depending on your disability, it really like depends how you learn. I'm still definitely trying to learn about my disability a little bit more too.
Final thoughts.
The one thing I would say about assistive technology is that don't be afraid to try it, especially in high school and middle school, because there are so many different options out there and there are so many new things that if you just stick with what you have, you might not be doing it the most efficient way possible, so that when you go to college and your future careers, you'll know everything that you need and the best ways to get everything done.
My name is Cheryl Bergstaller, and I direct Accessible Technology Services at the University of Washington in Seattle. Our services also reach out to our branch campuses in Bothell and Tacoma. It's essential that people with disabilities have access to assistive technology, but that's not the end of the story. In order for them to be effective users of technology, the technology that other people develop, like websites and software and PDF files and so forth, must be designed in such a way that they can use it with their assistive technology.
For more information about IT accessibility, consult uw.edu/accessibility. This video presentation was created with funding from National Science Foundation grant number CNS-1042260. Copyright 2017, University of Washington. Permission is granted to copy these materials for educational, non-commercial purposes, provided the source is acknowledged.
Some additional information about assistive technology is that it is already built into current software you already use. Screen readers are installed on Windows 10 called Narrator, and on Mac OS X it's called VoiceOver. There are read out loud features installed in Adobe and Word, so to use it you must turn on the feature in the settings. If you have additional questions about assistive technology or this presentation, please email dssinfo@lwtech.edu. Thank you.